So I'm very much looking forward to be in Australia for the first time, and with this legendary, of course, concert hall and the great orchestra, the Sydney Symphony. My parents are not musicians, but they are musical. They love music. I think anybody with evolved in some way soul loves music. It's impossible without. And but I was very musical because I loved to sing when I was younger. And my parents saw that I was very musical, so they brought me to a music school. But there I saw the violin for the first time in this music school, and I fell in love directly. And I knew from the first touch with my ear of the violin, I understood I would be a violinist. It was really a magic moment. I am honestly, it's extremely fortunate for me to be able to play music. It gives us the strongest impulse of any language to find truth. It is something that connects with us all. This is a concerto which you can feel there is a lot of pain in Sibelius. I think it's really his strongest confession he ever wrote. And all these feelings that he had, that his dream was to be a violinist. And I think that's why also he wrote such a otherworldly violin concerto, because his dream didn't fulfill, it didn't happen. So he put all his rage and sadness into that violin concerto. He showed so much acrobatics. He made for us very difficult life to play it. But honestly, the truth in this concerto, many feel, of course, is nature, and that nature is like the main source of inspiration. I don't believe that. I think the first theme, how it starts, I think nature is related to the in general of the whole concerto, because it was very close to him. And in Finland, the mountains and all this unpredictable nature. But in some ways, it's a way of a strong emotional impact. But still, in this concerto, I think it's not the main point. Because when we think about this concerto just about nature, it doesn't make sense. It's too deep. It's too painful. Nature cannot be just one relation to just nature, you know. That it's something much more with meaning, a human meaning. Human factors sometimes are always forgotten, but those are the ones that creates life in arts. And that's why, for me, the violin, in some ways, he tries to save himself with the instrument, with this violin, his ideal instrument. And while the orchestra, in some ways, is this power against. And that's why he makes the violin is trying to fight. And in the culmination, let's say even in the ending of this third movement, ending of the first movement, that the orchestra is always trying to overpower. And in some ways, it's not an accompaniment. The orchestra is like accompanying, and I'm the one doing the solo part. No, that's I think is wrong. I think it should be that the violin is trying to overpower that evil, and with that effect of the strong orchestration, that it makes this light come out, and it gives us the striving for hope.